Okay, let's talk about sets. Sets are like lists, but they only can take unique elements. So while we talk about sets as well, I'm going to show you some other of the other interfaces like hash set, linked hash set, and tree set, which are applicable for a couple of different interfaces. So let's create a new class, call it sets. We'll give it a main. Okay, so the first thing is define the collection once again. So we're going to say this is a hash set. Hash set's going to be random order of string. We'll call it animals just for the sake of demo. Equals new hash set string empty constructor. Okay, now we need to bring in those interfaces. Okay, there we go. So once again, adding elements. It's going to be the same method because this is all the collections framework. Animals.add. We want to add a dog. We'll do all lowercase. Animals.add. We'll do a pig. Animals.add. How about a hog? A couple more here. Animals.add. I want to add some that are. We can see that we have a random order. Cat, animals.add a snake. Okay, so we have a couple elements in our collection. Now, if we wanted to print all these just in one line, we can also say sysout print the animals. So now we can run this. There you go. It automatically generates this. Now notice that hash set. Look at how it prints. We have hog, cat, snake, dog, pig, but we entered in the order dog, pig, hog, cat, snake. So we see that there's no order at all here. It's neither alphabetical order nor is it the order that we entered it. So hash set is random order, and we'll go through the other orders as well. Okay, so. And just like with list, you can add and remove elements as well. So I'm not no need to mention that at this point. Same thing as iterating through. So what we want to do here is learn a couple other things about sets. So let's say, for example, we have I'm going to create a new set that we can use for comparison, right? Because sets are all about duplicate elements. Again, if we added some more here, right? So let's just add a couple more here. Animals.add. Then we have a goose, right? So later on in our program, we're going to add a couple more elements. Some are the same, right? I'm adding cat and snake again, and then goose. But if we notice, it did not add cat and snake again because it doesn't take duplicates. It added goose though right there, so that the size is still the same. So animals plus animals dot size. Just copy that here. There we go. In fact, let's put it on the front here, the front end. There we go. Alright, so this is maybe make it a little bit easier to read. Right, so 5 elements, 6 elements, okay. Even though we tried to add 3 more, it is only actually displaying unique elements. Okay, so let's create a new set that we use for comparison. So this set, and actually while we're here, let's make use of polymorphism. So if we're going to be comparing multiple collections, we have to actually be comparing them of the same type. So what we can do then is say, instead of this being a hash set, we're going to make this be a set. And then we need to bring in that library. Again, make sure that your class is plural so that we don't have ambiguity with the set that we're bringing in. Again, through polymorphism, all of the methods are going to be the same that we're going to need, but the implementation will be defined in hash set. So this is helpful because now we can actually have a different set over here, but since it's a set, then we don't need to worry about any ambiguity. So we can call this farm animals equals new, for now let's just say hash set again, string empty constructor. Okay, so we have a new set we're going to compare, and we're going to say let's add farm animals dot add chicken, farm animals dot, let's just copy this down here. We want to add a cow, we want to add a pig. So in other words, I want to add a couple other elements here. Horse, dog, and that should be good for now. Okay, so this collection has a couple of elements that are going to be the same. Like we see horse, horse was not added, but pig was there, and so was, looks like that might be it, unless I'm missing one. Okay. So with this new set, we can now do a couple operations. So we can say, what is the intersection between animals and farm animals? So if you think of the Venn diagram, what are the elements that are in this collection as well as this collection, right? So what are the shared properties? So how do we do this? One is copy existing set into a new set, right? So we don't want to modify these at all. We want to leave these, kind of retain these properties. We want to say set string, we're going to say intersection set equals new, again this can be anything, hash set, we'll just leave it at this for now, hash set string, and in the constructor I'm going to pass either collection. We can do farm animals or animals. Let's start with animals. Okay. Alright. And just to prove a point, let's print out intersection sets. Here we go. We get the same set as the animals right here. These are the animals. Okay. Comment that out there. Okay, alright, so we have our copied set. So what we need to do now is we want to retain only the elements that are also in the other set that we're going to compare, which is the farm animals. So we can do the name of the collection, which is intersection set, right, dot. So we're going to use a method here. We're going to use the retain all collection. So this is going to retain whatever elements are in here. So we want to retain the elements that are in farm animals. Alright, so now it's going to remove everything that's not. And then we're going to say this out. We'll say the intersection is, and then we will now intersection set. Only what will be left, only what's in farm animals is what will be left. So I'm going to take this out here. Here we go, dog and pig. So pig and dog, we're also in dog and pig, that collection as well. Okay, so that's how we do an intersection. Just a couple others that we might be interested in with the set interface. Alright, so what is the union? Right, so in other words, what's in both animals and farm animals. And again, it's not going to take copies, it's just going to have unique values. So once again, we're going to copy, so I'm just going to set string, this is union set equals new hash set string animals. Okay, alright, so same process. In fact, let's just make this be farm animals just to show you the other way we can do it. Okay, and then we're going to take the method that's going to do farm animals dot, and then what we want to do is add all. We want to add the collection of animals. Okay, so in this case we are taking only the shared properties. In this case we're taking all the properties and combining it, and then once again we can print the union is union set. There we go. Run this here. So this should have everything, right? We have horse, cow, dog, pig. Let's see here. Okay, so something's not quite right here, because we should have, let's see, what am I missing? Oh, we want the union set to add. There we go. There we go. I was adding it to the to a different one. Okay, so horse, hog, goose, cat, snake, cow, pig, dog. Right. So this has all the elements from both the farm animals and the other animals. Okay, the last thing is now what is the difference? In other words, what are elements that are neither that are in farm animals and animals but not both, right? So if you think of like a Venn diagram, these are elements that are in the circles but not the inner circle. So the process, once again, set string, we'll call this difference set equals new hash set string, and this can be either one as well, animals. Go back to that one. Now we want to do difference set dot remove. Okay, so instead of removing an element, we want to remove the farm animals. Right? Now we're going to print the difference is difference set. There we go. So these are the elements that are not shared. In other words, these are the elements that are animals but not farm animals. So you have to be careful with the order here. So we're starting with animals, then we're taking out the farm animals, and now we're going to have what's left over. So union is the union is in both animals. So they are both animals and farm animals. Intersection is this is only farm animals and animals. So this would be like, think of the word and. Union is, think of the word or. And then difference is, well, it's in one and not the other. I guess that's how we would say it. Okay, so these are the different types of sets. What I want to go to now is notice. Let's look at, let's change these from hash set to, let's say now, linked hash set. No, let's not do it there. Let's do it up here. So if we change this to linked hash set, and then we import that library. Now notice how the order of these will all change. So now we have dog, pig, hog, cat, snake, goose. These are the order of the elements that were actually as they were happening, right? So dog, pig, hog, cat, snake, goose. So linked list, linked hash is in order that they were entered. So this is kind of like a stack, right? We'll talk about that later. Hash set is complete random order, and then we can do tree set, import that library. And if we do tree set, we see that it rearranges it now to being alphabetical order. So cat, dog, goose, hog, pig, snake, that's alphabetical order. So tree set rearranges to what we call natural order. Natural order would be alphabetical or numerical order. So those are the different types, right? Linked, hash, and tree that you'll be working with. And then we see with sets work with unique values. And so because of that, it kind of makes sense to show you this intersection, union, and difference, right? Because you're looking at a collection of items. All you want to know is the uniqueness. And so we've the other methods like remove and get and so forth are the same as a list. It's just sets are unique lists. Is how you want to think about it.